thanks for tuning in. Luke Figert is here from the Harrison City, and he's going to be talking about a proposed rec center that's will come or will not come according to a special election.
Yes. Yep. Thank you again for having me. We just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's kind of pitched in so far in this process. But the City Council did approve to put a sales tax measure. There's actually two of them on the ballot, and it's November 12th. There is early voting will start November 5th, and we did try to put it around the general election time. It is a special election because there's nothing else on the ballot right now.
Right.
So,
when we talk about adding sales tax, how much per dollar would the first proposal? There's two issues on the ballot, right?
Yes.
One for the initial and then one for maintenance. Is that right?
that is correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there is two. One is 3/4 of a cent, and then 1/4 cent. So the 3/4 is for the building itself and the proposal that you'll see, and then there will be 1/4 for a total of 1 cent on every dollar. Will go towards the operations and maintenance to keep this building looking great.
So a total of 1 cent.
1 cent on every dollar. Yep.
Okay,
That's the
so
addition.
that's not a phenomenal amount, actually.
Not a ton. What we've kind of equated it to is if somebody goes and buys $50 in groceries, they're going to pay 50 cents extra over
Okay.
what they had been.
Okay. So what will the rec center contain? What is that going to look like?
There are several things involved with that. There's one of them would be an actual gymnasium that holds multi-purpose courts. There'll be 4 multi-purpose courts there if you're looking at basketball, 8 if you're looking at volleyball. So there's lots of room there. And then pickleball. I don't know if you guys have been playing pickleball, but it's the new sport, fastest growing sport in the United States. They had 35 people down at the youth center last night playing. So
Oh, wow.
they a few things there, and then a walking track up above. In that particular part of the facility, it'll also be able to hold some concerts or banquets, getting some other names that people might recognize. I know Mercy Me was one of them, a Christian group that they said would possibly be able to.
Bring them.
Yeah, that kind of group would be able to come into this facility. There's also a fitness area, some classrooms for summer recreation. I know we have a bunch of kids that are involved with that they come. They don't have a place to go, or don't have a babysitter, so they actually send them to the youth center now for different programs that they can do. And then there's an outdoor pool as part of this. It's got a couple slides, a diving well, a lazy river. And then there's an indoor pool that has several sections to it too, as far as a competition pool. It's not a Olympic-sized pool that some people say. It's just a 25-yard by 25-meter, but that's what all the colleges swim, or
Okay.
not all of them, but most of them. And then it's got a wellness/therapy pool. So it's 85 degrees. You can get in, work your muscles. It's a lot easier on the joints. Has a wheelchair ramp down into it, so people with disabilities can use it. And then it's got another just little play pool for birthday parties or the such in the wintertime.
Which obviously are year-round use.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. The existing rec center or Brandon Burlsworth Youth Center, that will be maintained?
Yes.
Or it'll still be there. What about the pool side?
The pool will have to go away.
Because you've got a new facility.
We've got a new
Right.
facility. It wouldn't be feasible to keep both of those
Okay.
open at this point. What we're looking to do is actually repurpose the youth center as it sits today. It will still be able to be used like it is today with basketball or volleyball or whatever may go in there, but we're also looking to put some drop nets and some rollout turf in there to, so you could have indoor soccer maybe, or
I
baseball and
see.
softball practice facilities. So that way you can still use that facility, and then we can either put an outdoor court where the pool is now, or additional parking for the youth center, whatever.
Sure, that's always
And
been a
all,
problem.
is any of that included in this proposal?
It is.
Cost-wise?
Yep.
Okay.
All that's included, plus a 3-mile extension of our trail system. So we have the loop around Lake Harrison.
Right.
I call it the track because there's
Right.
so many people that go around that.
Yeah.
This would actually extend it to where it ends right now at Arvest Bank. It would go up Dry Jordan Creek, across Industrial Park Road, over by FedEx, and then to the
Oh, wow.
proposed site that's right behind the baseball and softball
Do
complex.
you know what distance it is, like a 3-mile?
It's an additional 3 miles.
Yeah.
What we've said is if you get south of the soccer complex and go to this facility and back, it'd be about 10 miles.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Wow.
that'd be a nice thing for people to watch. And is it just a walking track, or can you do bicycles on that too?
you can do bicycles, walking, rollerblade, whatever you
Oh,
want.
cool.
It's
Okay.
it's going to be 10 foot wide, so you're going to have space to do all
Oh,
of
that's
it.
very nice, very nice. Let's talk about what the initial cost from the taxes. That's an ongoing. The first proposal will have an end, right, after you raise the money.
Yes, the 3/4 cent sales tax that's proposed will actually go away once the bonds are paid off for the facility.
But the 1/4 will stay for
maintenance,
for
maintain
forever's
the
maintenance.
facility.
Yes, it would need to continue to maintain that. We would like to see this being a brand new facility, or looking brand new, for lots of years to come.
Yeah.
Some of the
Right.
other places that have these kind of facilities, they use that to replace the carpet, replace the roof, whatever it is that they need to, so that way it doesn't get run down. And
Yeah,
stay
people
viable.
forget about the maintenance of everything. They
Sure.
just want the new car and they don't think about oil changes or anything. So once that's in place, you have a membership, is that right? Or a day fee, or how does all that work?
Sure. So the 1/4 cent won't cover all of the operations and maintenance of this facility continue through. So we would charge memberships. What we've done so far is put out what we believe was reasonable rates right now for if you sign up.
And these
for-
are based on other facilities
Yes.
comparable?
Very, very similar size facilities. Batesville's a lot of the ones that we use. So a single membership, if you sign up for the whole year, would be $20 a month. A family would be about $40 a month, and that's a family of 5. We actually have offered, or we're planning to offer discounted rates for those that may be on the EBT or SNAP programs, as well as having a scholarship program for those that maybe don't qualify for those programs but still can't afford to go
Okay.
on a monthly basis.
So if you have a dire need or an extreme need that you want to use the facility and you don't have the funds, then you would apply for some kind of
These options.
assistance.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And there's also other programs for the seniors. If they qualify for Senior and Fit or Silver Sneakers, those are 2 different programs that they have with Medicare supplements, and they actually get to go pretty much for free.
Okay.
You want to make it accessible for everybody.
We want-
Anybody.
we want-
Everybody and anybody.
Yeah, we want everybody to be able to use this facility. We don't want to build it and nobody to be able to come.
right.
We want everybody to be able to use it.
You mentioned Batesville, and Batesville is a similar size town and a similar cultural environment to what we have here.
Right.
It's a farming type community. They have some industry. Tell us, and they've been there how long? How long has their rec center been there?
They opened, I believe, in 2017, so a couple years
Okay.
ago.
Couple years.
They actually passed it in 2012, so that's kind of when they first started getting the everything going on that end of it. They ran into a little bit of snag whenever they were building it, so it took a little bit longer for them to open
Okay.
theirs.
Well, how do you how
Yeah.
long would you propose if this passes for it to be
I say
functional?
2 to 3 years. 2 years on the early side, 3 years on the late side.
Okay.
And with them over there, can you tell us how it's going for them?
They love it. They keep telling me every time I go over there how much they enjoy it. They have people that said that they did not vote for it that actually use it almost every day because they've seen the value, and it's helped them economically. It's helped them as far as their wellness. Their hospital's a big partner with them as far as this
Okay.
because they see more and more people getting active. They're running 1,300 people a day through that facility.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And is the facility that they have there going to be comparable to this one? Is it going to be smaller, larger?
It's very comparable. It does have one less multi-purpose court, so there is quite a bit of square footage there, another 5,000 to 7,000 square foot there. The pool area that we have is just a little bit bigger, not a ton bigger, but all in all, very,
Okay.
very comparable.
All right. How can people learn more about this if they want to do some research or?
Sure. Well, the best thing to do is go to Batesville. If you go to that facility and kind of tour, and they're always willing to give tours out to anybody that comes, and just see what it's done and see the people that are there. There's people there at all times of the day, and we're planning to be open from 5 a.m. to about 9 p.m. So it's
Okay.
a long time being open, but there's always people there, and see it for yourself. That's the best way. The other way is we have a Facebook page called Moving Harrison Forward. It's got a lot of questions and answers, some comparisons with other facilities, and then some rate structures. So that's the best place that we've done a formal Q&A. I know that you've taped some stuff
Yeah,
as well,
mhm.
some town forums and
Yeah.
a city council meeting. Those are great to watch as well. It gets a lot of good information that people have asked us questions
Right.
for.
I think every question that has been asked has been asked.
I don't think you're going to trip up. I don't think you're going to trip
Yeah.
us up too much. We've heard
Yeah.
about everything.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. The election, special election, the day again. Do you know?
It is November 12th. Early voting will be start November 5th.
Okay.
From November 5th to the 12th, it'll be at the election center in downtown Harrison.
Okay.
And then I believe Woodland Church will also be having a election center the day of the 12th.
Now this is only for Harrison City residents. So
It
if you
is.
live in the county, it won't affect you, and it won't restrict you from using the facility.
Right.
Not
Anyone
at-
can use it.
Not at all. There's actually in Batesville, they have an outside of Batesville membership cost. We don't plan on doing that. We think that a lot of people that are going to be around here will probably shop in our area, and they're going to be helping us with this as well. And we want to give them as much access to this as possible and don't want to restrict that.
All right. Well, Luke, thanks so
Thank
much for
you.
coming by, and
Thank you.
special election November 12th at the different locations. And if you have any questions, you could go to the Facebook page. I'm sure there's a way you can ask questions there or
Sure.
learn more about it.
Mhm.
Thanks so much. Good luck to you.
Appreciate
and,
it.
And we'll find out November 12th.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Up next, we have Tonat Madison. She's here for a little talk about the Boone County Heritage Museum. We'll find out about what's going on down there. Stay with us. You're watching 726.